And we're back once again, only on it's After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel. And joining me here, this young lady is she just entered the industry. It almost seems like 3 or 4 months ago, and already she is taking things by storm. She's on Brazzers, she's on Dog Fart, Naughty America, she's on the Playboy cover of June, and she'll be invading Las Vegas at the AVN Expo 2022. We're excited to see about that. I give you right now the hottest thing right now since TikTok. I give you Gianna Grey. So Gianna, I'll start off here with, has it shocked you like how quickly you become like this popular this quickly with just like a bunch of scenes? Because everybody seems to be talking about it, and everybody wants to be like, we gotta shoot this girl, we gotta work with this girl, I need to work with her, can you give me her number, can you give me some digits, can you put me in touch with her, please?
Get to my OnlyFans.
So what is it like? I mean, is it overwhelming sometimes when you've all these companies that are calling you and they're calling you? It's not like you're doing the opposite. Going, okay, shoot for Only America. It's like, no, we want to shoot her.
I mean, I am blessed because I'm working like with the best companies. So I'm just super happy. I've been very lucky. I had a really good mentor that got me in the industry, and I honestly like 98% of my scenes have been like amazing. So I just love what I do, and yeah, I'm just excited. I feel really lucky because I'm like working with like the best companies, and I'm having a blast, and I love like all my fans that are watching, and it's just awesome.
So let's start off with the big question. Like, what did you, when you first got into this, and when I mean into it, like starting shooting scenes, like what was the goal? Like, because I'm guessing, you know, you want to set an image, you want to have a certain persona, like, okay, this is what I'll do, this is what I won't do, this is how I want to be treated or looked at. How tough is that right off the bat to establish, like, look, yeah, I want to shoot for you, but I'm not doing just like Gonzo right off the bat. I'm not doing anything, you know, corny or insulting. How tough is it sticking to your guns early?
Yeah, I'm very like, I don't do anything I don't want to do. And I just truly want to like just be myself on camera. So, you know, I just want to be, I love sex, and I just want to be like, just real, you know? And sometimes like, I mean, I love porn, and I'm like, sometimes like I'll skip through Pornhub and I'm like, okay, that girl's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, I just like the almost like just genuinely like realness. You know what I mean?
How tough is that to do early? Because, and it's not like they'll
So the
force you, but
first
those
shoots were hard, you know, because you're not used to filming with all these people around and cameras and, you know, like the sound guy, and, you know, but after, I would say probably after like 5 shoots, I kind of just tried to like, I learned how to focus in on whoever I'm with. And yeah, and then once I've like, ever since then, like I just focus on who I'm with, and I'm like, I forget about everything around me, and I'm able to just like truly enjoy it.
how tough is it keeping, you know, as you said, your image? Because it's not like they're gonna force you to do anything, but it's always like they'll do like a hem or a nudge. You'll say, well, you can make more money doing this.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
this should
I
be
mean,
more
like,
popular. I
I've
mean,
gotten offers, and but the thing with me is that it's not about money, it's about my image, and that's just not who I am, and I want to be as authentic as I possibly can be. So yeah, I just want to be Gianna Grey and be who I am. And, you know, I mean, I have a lot of fans that want me to do like anal scenes and stuff, but honestly, like, it's just not me. So I love sex. I mean, I love a lot of weird stuff, trust me. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to change who I am for, I hope people like watch me for me.
take me back to the first Brazzers scene, because they go all out. I mean, they put up, it's like makeup, it's they have dialogue, they have catering. How much of that for you was like, okay, I wasn't expecting this year, because we have expectations about porn, and then there's companies that even go farther. It's like, okay, we're treating this like, you know, a mini, movie studio. Better get serious. Like, what is that like being on a sets
That
like that
was
where everything's taken care of?
it was very surprising to me going into the industry because it's so professional and you're treated with like the utmost respect. And it's truly like, I mean, the funnest part of my job is the sex part, obviously, but it's like a lot goes into it. And I love working for Brazzers. I mean, they're so kind. And like you said, like, I mean, like they're one of my favorite companies to shoot with. I adore them. And I mean, it's a lot. It's like, like people expect like, oh yeah, you're going in. Like I'm like, yay, sex. But sex is the best part. But there's a lot that goes into it. And like you said, like you have to do the acting portion and stuff. And at first I was very like, I was always shy, like in college, high school. And so I kind of had to like get out of my shell. And then, the more you do it, the easier it gets. But yeah, I mean, like I've gone into scenes where I had to like learn a script off the bat and like that's pressure, but I feel like I work well under pressure. So, and especially if like whoever I'm working with and we have good chemistry, it makes it easier.
You talked about, you're comfortable doing this. Most people are terrified of being naked on camera, or even naked in public. I mean, that's like the number one, like nightmare people have. So for you, how did you get comfortable doing that? And how tough was it getting
so I'm
comfortable
smiling because for me, like growing up, I grew up in a household of girls. So it's my sister, my mom, and me. And we were like nudists, like we were always just naked all the time. So for me, being naked was not like a weird thing. I mean, even around, around like my girlfriends or whatever, like just nudity is not like a big thing to me. I guess in the beginning of when I started my career, it was just more so just people watching, but then I learned how to just focus in on the person and yeah, but nudity has never really been an issue for me. Like me wearing clothes right now is very weird.
What do you look for in girls and guys? Because you're now shooting your own stuff. You get to now play with either OnlyFans or with ManyVids or any other social media platform or your own little content creator platforms, and you get to be the director, the casting crew and everything. So what do you look for in girls and guys? Is there a certain attitude, a look? Like what turns you on?
So, I mean, okay, so I'm just gonna start with, I always say I need dick and I love pussy. But I mean, what turns me on is like for men, I just like I guess it's really about chemistry, but I love like a man that, it can be a man, but also be sensual and like kiss and, just like, I love a guy that knows how to eat pussy. And then I love a guy that like sometimes it also depends on my mood because sometimes I want to be like thrown around and like, like push me up against the wall and like, and then sometimes I just want to be like, like get my pussy licked all sensually. And so, I mean, I like both ways, but typically I'm submissive. I like being submissive. With women, I just like truly like love women that like love women like me. Like I love eating pussy. Like I always say, I want to literally die in a vagina. But yeah, I just like, I mean, again, it's not chemistry, but like, I mean, I'm silly, I'm dorky, and I just love like a sexy, fun, like girl that like is horny like me all the time. And I mean, I don't have a type for men. I mean, no, actually, I don't really have a type for either because I'm like going through, I'm like, no, I like a lot of types. It's more so about their, how they are. Because I'm very like, oh my God, I will go like down on a girl for like, I love it. And so I like a girl that like loves it like me. And then a guy, same. I mean, it's just, Yeah, but like I like a man's man, but also has a sensual side.
For the girls, how much does it help that they know how to just touch? And you know what I mean? It's like when you want to
Yeah,
be
I mean,
fondled, you don't want to
women
have somebody just
just have like
squeeze. You're going, okay, look, RoboCop, stop squeezing like you're gonna explode these things. They're sensitive, damn it.
so I mean like women naturally just have like softer skin and like softer tongues, but then it's like I like, but at the same time, I love a dude eating me out too. I'm like, it's the best of both worlds. So for me, I mean, I'm bisexual. I don't think I could date a chick, but I love like sexually women. And but then also sometimes I'm like, no, but I want a man licking my pussy. You know what I mean?
So who do you enjoy like being with in terms of the industry? Like who are some of the people that you've enjoyed working with? Not just because they're great, sexually,
Okay.
but they either just they've taught you stuff, they help you out. You actually can look at them and go, all right, you're actually a friend. I actually enjoy your
Yes.
company.
I have had like I've made a few friends and I'm very blessed because of my agency, and my friend that got me into my agency. And like so my top three I would say is like so Kieran Lean, obviously, not just because of his name, but just because he knows how to he really is the one that taught me how to focus in on sex and ignore the cameras and just enjoy it, in the moment. And it's also nice because they know like I don't have to I learned from him like the positioning, whereas you're still positioning for, like trust me, I watch porn all the time. Like you want to see it, but where you're still like enjoying it, getting into it, and it feels so good. And then I loved working with Quentin. Me and Quentin have great chemistry. Alex Mack, we have great chemistry. Like, so those are probably my top three guys.
I gotta ask you because you're doing all this fantastic stuff and you're doing great scenes. How tough are they though when physically they're bending you in places, you're on positions that aren't fun. There's always a countertop, and it's like, oh crap, I'm getting slippery
So,
here. I'm gonna fall off. Who's protecting my head? I want drop on my neck here, damn it.
I mean, I was a cheerleader growing up, shocker. And so I'm like naturally flexible and I love being thrown over a countertop. Hopefully I don't bang my head. But yeah, like actually I did a scene yesterday and it was for loverfeet.com and I like managed to get into like I can't believe I can still do it after all these years, but like I had like my whole entire foot like completely backwards, like sucking my own toes while getting fucked. And I was like, damn, I can still do this. So I guess those years of cheer helped.
How do you handle that? I mean, do you do more Pilates? Do you do more like exercises
Yeah,
you can get flexible? So, because
yeah, I
as I
love
said,
yoga.
it's not.
Pilates is pretty hard. I'll do like what is it called? Like yoga. It's like a mix of yoga and Pilates. And then I mean, I'm pretty naturally flexible, but I do stretch a lot. I probably would say I work out like 2, 3 days a week, but I eat very, very healthy. And it's like your diet is utmost importance.
A lot of big things going on here once again with Gianna Grey, and at the same time, you had to think 2 steps ahead because you and I know what's been going on. Where OnlyFans said, "Oh yeah, we're shutting down porn. No more porn." Oh no, we're
Yeah.
kidding. But you knew they shut it down for a while. So how tough is that for you? Going, okay, I got to be 1, 2 steps ahead of the competition. I got to make sure I have another site to make sure that if this site gets canceled, I still can make money off this. I can still, contact my fans using this because it always seems like Twitter, Instagram, big tech, they want to shut you guys down for sometimes just, no reason. We just feel like it.
Yeah, I mean, you're telling me like my Instagram got shut down probably 4 times and I had no explicit content on there. And I invested, like when I first started, I invested money into Instagram and I was just so annoyed when I was finally growing and I was on, I got the Playboy cover and then, they have my Instagram on the cover and then it gets shut down. So after that, I made another one, Yeah. And after like 3-4 times, I just was like, you know, I'm just not going to use that platform because for me, I just was very annoyed, to be honest with you. Twitter, I love Twitter. And then as far as OnlyFans goes, I wasn't completely panicking because I love doing shoots but as far as my fans go, I mean, I'd find, obviously, if OnlyFans were to shut down, there's going to be another platform, which is why I think they went back on, you know, what they're going to do. So, I mean, I talk to my fans all the time, and I'm sure that I would have, like, I thought about setting up my own website, but I feel like I'm a little bit too new to do that yet, or maybe I'm not, I don't know. But I figured there was going to be another platform available, and hopefully everybody would follow over.
How tough is it sometimes just having normal relationships? And when I say normal, I mean like just regular friends, family, because you're busy. You're shooting for every top company. Those shoots aren't one of those. Oh yeah, 30 minutes I'm out. It's like no. They're a couple hours long. You've been, as you said,
A couple hours.
you got your own. You know, you got to be on Twitter, on Facebook, answering emails, texting people, you know, coordinating stuff. You're running your own business here.
Yeah.
How tough is it sometimes having, you know, just regular going out with friends or family, and they're going, "Oh, put your phone down, just talk to us." And it's like, no, bitch,
It is
I gotta answer
hard.
5 emails. I gotta take care of a video clip here. I gotta figure out how to take a red eye,
You know, I'll go
forward
to
and back.
Yeah, I'll shoot all day, and then like I get home and I want to like hang out with, you know, friends and stuff, and like they're like, "Oh, you just got off work," and but I'm still working. You know, I have my OnlyFans, and like I try to be very present for everybody because I really truly appreciate them. And you know, and they're like, "Well, you just got off work." I'm like, "No, but I have to go do this." You know, like I truly appreciate them, and I want to, you know, if they're investing in me, I want to invest in them. And so, yeah, but it's a little confusing for friends and family because they're like, well, you know, they're like, "Oh, you just got off work." I'm like, "No, but I still am working 24/7." But, you know, I love it. I love what I do. So I don't mind it, but it is hard for other people to understand, I would say sometimes.
How tough is it finding people who will treat you like Gianna? And when I mean that, there's Gianna Grey, the porn star, who everybody wants to sleep with, everybody wants to party with, everybody wants to, you know, run money by you because, hey, they have a great investment. Hey, we have a store going up. Hey, have you heard? We got to sell little shot cups here. I just need a $10,000 loan. We'll be up and running. How tough is it finding people who look at you and go, she's a good friend, and not an ATM machine or a Sex Pistol or somebody can get them into and meet, you know, Brandy Love and Kieran Lee and any other big super starlet that you know of?
I mean, so I feel like you're elaborate a little bit. So you're saying like just people that don't see me as, they just see me as like a porn star.
How tough is it finding people that will actually, you know, want to be your friend and not Gianna Grey's friend and try to get goodies? Like, how tough is it finding the real people that will be there for you?
You know, my like solid group of friends, and I try. Gianna Grey is not, I wouldn't say it's like an alter ego, it's just an alter name, and I still am me. So I just try to be it is just my authentic self when I'm filming and on OnlyFans or whatever. So I mean, I had, you know, a lot of friends and stuff that porn isn't what a lot of like, you know, people that aren't in the industry think it is. Like, it's very professional, it's very like safe, it's fun, it's a real career, like, and a lot of people don't get that. So it's kind of hard explaining that to people and having them get that. But you know, my friends that are truly my friends, they listen to me and they, you know, they try to understand as best as they can. But you know, it's not as easy as, you know, everyone makes it out to be.
What's the future hold for you? I mean, AVN is around the corner. I know you and I talked off air that you're going to be going. You've got the Exoticas. You are unfortunately going to miss them, but you're planning, I'm guessing, for next year. Like, what are some things on the bucket list? Like, what's on the Gianna Grey bucket list?
So, I mean, obviously I want to do it all. I'm like, I So to be honest with you, like I graduated college and I wanted to do porn. So this is like what I want to do. So I mean, when I like really put my mind to something, I want to, really just like I have goals for myself, and it's not necessarily like, oh, I want to make a name for myself. I just really want to like, I don't know. I hope people just like me for me, and I hope that my hard work and fun, it's work and fun, uh, is recognized. And you know, I don't know. I don't like talking about myself.
All right, so last question, let you go. What's been the weirdest place you've shot at, and what's been the weirdest place you've actually had sex at?
Okay, the weirdest place I shot at probably was my first scene I ever did. It was he was an attorney, and he also had a porn company. So we shot like in a lawyer's office, like literally like where they work like Monday through Friday. Like we're like fucking on like their counters that they work on, like all the attorneys. That's probably the weirdest place I shot at. Weirdest place I've had sex at? I wouldn't say weird, but fun. I finally got to join the Maya High Club in a really good way. That was a really fun place to have sex. But weird. Oh, I had sex I was at one of those like beer gardens a few years ago, and my boyfriend at the time, we had sex literally like in front of people, like far away, where it's like, are they doing that? But you could tell we were doing that at like a beer festival, and yeah, we're just going at it like in the trees.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are proud to have one of the biggest rising stars in the business right now. I give you Gianna Grey. Gianna, before I let you go, where is the Twitter page, Instagram, the website, OnlyFans? Like, where can fans hit you up at?
So no Instagram for me, but I have Twitter. It's at Gianna Grey 1. That's GIANNA GREY 1. And then my OnlyFans is just at Gianna Grey. Same spelling. And I love you all. I mean, that's why I do this. And I'm so happy you interviewed me. I feel very blessed.
Pleasure's all ours. Ladies and gentlemen, Gianna Grey, as I said, she is the next breakout star. You don't know yet. You're going to find out soon. We come back, got a lot more going on, only on After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel.